Hey, Lawn Dogs, Floyd with Owner Lawn Care, ownerlawncare.com. Hey, welcome to Lawn Dog Coffee. We do this every Monday and Wednesday at 9 o'clock now, so please stop by and check us out. Come and visit and hang out. If you can, like, subscribe so you can get the notifications so that we are live, so you can come chat with us. It's open to everybody. I just got to be able to see your face. That way we can verify that you're not some kind of troll. Anyway, I'm going to keep working while we wait for people to show up. I got a contract I'm getting ready to send out for plowing. Already got the job, just need to give them the official paperwork. So that's what I'm working on right now. No real topic today, just whatever we want to chat about. Whatever we want to chat about. We just got to get people in here. I did buy the cool Bugs Bunny stamps that are out right now to mail out my stuff. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. Which one do we want? Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with a Bugs Bunny mermaid one. Let's just get that one out of the way. These things are huge. Boom. Throw that in the mailbox today. All right, I'm going to get this shared out now. Let's see here. I have to put it up on my channel. Sure. I need to clean up some of my pictures. Too many of them. All right, where you at? Where you at? I can only be on for about an hour. I got an appointment at 10:30. So I got to make sure I go. Basically, I just got to go change my pants. All right. Share it out on Instagram. And if you're not following me on Instagram, look for me under Owner Lawn Care. Also check out Mowers for Vets Instagram page. So that's shared out. Now we got 3 watching right now, so it's a start. It's always the slow movers in the morning. Watch some of these lives that go on at evening. It seems like people jump on right away. I think these morning people get moving slow. What's up? What's up, Mikey? Diego, what's going on? Yeah. Franco, welcome. The link's there. I didn't pin it yet. Let me go pin it, but it should be in there. My channel. Oh, I'm about to mute this. How's everybody this morning? What's up, Mikey?
Morning, Floyd. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm actually doing real good. I woke up in a good mood today and trying to get some stuff knocked out, and got an appointment at 10:30. So we're only gonna be on here about an hour today, hour and 15.
Nice. Did you drop off your truck on Monday?
Yep. The truck is there, and hopefully get it back today. So got my wife's car right now. I had to drop her off at work, and I got to pick her up from work today. So I won't get it back till after she gets out of work. But
Yeah. No, speaking of trucks, I just picked mine up right now. So I dropped it off Monday. They actually looked at before they left Monday. They got the part in Tuesday morning. Well, yesterday. And it was already ready yesterday evening. So I picked it up this morning.
nice.
So that was pretty quick.
Yeah, they said
so
mine,
it was
mine should only take a couple hours. So
Yeah. No, I'm happy I dropped it off there. It was a reductant heater for the DEF fluid, for the diesel exhaust hood. The part alone, I'm looking at it right here, $723 for the part.
jeez.
Yeah, I know, and it goes into the tank. And they only charged me an hour labor, so that's not bad. So tax in, it was $1,100, almost $1,200.
Yeah, that's kind of how mine was. It was it's a bearing or something in the I don't know, some kind of bearing in the drive shaft on the right side tire, and the part was like $260 alone. So, and they basically charged me $100, not even $100 to replace it. So it was kind of like I thought about doing it myself because it looked like something I could do, and I'm like, why? That for that little price, is to me it was worth it. Plus, the guy I work with here, Dave's Auto Shop, he's like stellar guy, you know, customer service, and he hooks me up.
Yeah.
He hooked me up last year when I had trouble with the truck and went above and beyond for me. So it's like anytime I can help other people out, especially small businesses right now.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I was the exact same way. And this is why I'm talking about the numbers here, because I looked on YouTube and I watched somebody replace this part that I just got done, and it's a pain in the ass to do. You gotta drop the DEF fluid tank. It's like dropping a fuel tank, right? But there's a lot of other things you got to take apart to get to that, to drop it. So for me to do that in the driveway, you need a hoist. Now the shop has a hoist. They did it in 1 hour. It would have taken me a whole freaking day, if not 2 days. Yep. I don't have the right tools to do it. So it's totally worth paying. What did I pay in labor here? $105.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. And the headaches. Especially when the part costs so much. You know, you're going to pay the same part whether you do it or they do it.
Exactly, you know. So it's just worthwhile getting a mechanic to do certain things rather than you try to do it, you messing it up, getting frustrated, you don't have the right tools, and it's not worth it.
Oh, man, I tell you what, if you want to watch a cussing show, you watch me work on cars. I tell you, I'm that guy out there cussing, swearing because nothing comes off right. And when I do get it off, the new stuff you would think would go on easier, and it never goes on easier. It's just like I hate working on cars. Diego said his starter went out on his 250, which I've replaced starters before with my dad. I haven't done it since I was probably 20 years old. So you're talking over 20 years ago. But, you know, I just don't work on cars no more. I can change the brakes. I'll do rig jobs and stuff like that. But that's it,
Hi,
man.
Diego. How you doing? Franco, how you doing? Yeah. I'm not even sure if I can reach the starter in my diesel truck because this is the diesel truck I got this part fixed in. There's no room like under the hood. You pop that hood open. Like I told you Monday, I think I told you about the fuse thing. Just changing a box fuse. I had to bring it to the dealer. It's so freaking tight. Like you can get to the batteries. That's pretty much it on both sides. And it's all mortar. Like it's a big mortar.
And I feel like they always have those. They always have those special tools that reach everywhere that you can't find those tools at anywhere. Like, what's that Chinese tool you're using? And it's like, I don't see that at AutoZone.
Oh my god, pain in the ass. I think my gas F250 is easier to use on or work on. There's a little bit more room around the mortar where the parts are.
Yeah, older cars are definitely a lot easier to work on. So you guys got any snow coming your way? We have nothing until like next week.
Yeah, nothing. I don't know. I didn't look past Monday, but nothing until Sunday at least.
Right. We there's a storm out west, but I guess it's supposed to go south of Michigan. The forecaster this morning said that they always both models are the U.S. model and the European model shows it heading south. So I think if you're down in Ohio or whatever, you're going to get hit with some snow in the next couple of days. But Michigan totally missing us. It sucks, man. I need to push snow. We're having, like our lows are 30 degrees right now.
Yeah.
And normally,
we're -5 right now Celsius, so that's probably around 25 or 30 Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I gotta look at the calculator again, but yeah. Oh, you know what? I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. Yeah, so where I'm at, we're averaging. Our average is about a high of 30. So that's where we're at normally during the day. However, right now our low is 30. So we're rather warm for this time of year for us. I know saying 30 for some of you people is like, what? Yeah, 30 is warm. It's getting up to about 35. So a lot of the snow we have now is currently starting to slowly melt. But I imagine it's warm out where you are, Diego and Franco. But yeah, so we're just not getting the colder weather that we normally have. So, but yeah, I just need to get out there and push some snow is what I need to do. I'm already tired of sitting at the house all day. I mean, I try to do as much work as I can, business-wise and motor vet-wise, and French drain install. No, big cleanup's nice. French drain install. I wouldn't even know where to begin to do one of those. I've watched one of your videos. I think you did a French drain install video, and I watched it. You lost me at French drain. So, do a lot of zero scaping out there, Diego, right? Rocks and stuff like that. At least that's what they did in Colorado. I couldn't do this job when I lived in Colorado because there's just not too many people had grass. A lot of people zero scaped. He said you dig a hole first. Oh, Franco. Welcome, buddy.
Morning.
Morning to you. What you got going on today?
I got a long day today.
Yeah.
I got a long day. I'm doing a couple of my commercial accounts. I can't start those till at least 11 because those are hotels. So checkout time is at 11. So that's when I like to go in and start doing all the work.
Gotcha.
I hear you guys talking about your truck. Let me show you something on mine. So I bought a brand new Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
So today's the 6th. So I think it was New Year's Eve. Yeah, the gauge cluster was going down the highway and it just quit working completely. So I got home. I thought maybe it was one of the fuses. So it wasn't that. I checked all the fuses. Everything was fine. So I brought it into the dealership. I think it was the 2nd. I brought it in. I just got it back 2 days ago, and I realized the miles on the truck doesn't add up to the ones that it had before. So this truck had 28,000 miles on it when I brought it into the dealership. Now it's showing 41,000 miles.
How do they put 20,000 miles on it?
No, they changed the odometer. And they gave me the old one that doesn't work. They left it in the truck.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen that before.
So I'm thinking, actually, it's been bugging me for the past couple of days. So, I mean, it is a big difference. I mean, not 10,000 miles, but I mean, I go from 28,000 to 41,000.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking a little over 10. Yeah, I said 20 minutes ago, but it's not. Let's think about it. It's more like 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole year of driving.
It's probably not that big of a deal. It really isn't, but it's not accurate to what's on your engine.
Mm-mm.
So when you go to resell that, you're going to lose that 10,000 miles.
Exactly.
That's when it's going to affect you.
And I already seen that this odometer is already doing the same thing that the old one was doing. As soon as like if you open the door without putting the keys or anything, the needles will start moving, and makes me want to believe that's not the odometer was having the issue.
I wonder if they could roll that back for you, the odometer, to get it
They
more
can.
accurate. They can.
They can't. I asked the dealership.
What's up, Franco?
No, he's telling us how they switched out his odometer on his truck, and when they put the new odometer on, they put another like 11,000 miles on his car. They didn't drive it nowhere. The odometer just didn't match up the old odometer.
11,000? That's a lot.
It is.
Yeah, so what happened was the odometer stopped working, so I brought it into the dealership. And so it had 28,000 miles. And when I picked it up, it said it had 41,000. So when they swapped the odometer, they put a new one in. They actually left the old one in the truck.
Yeah.
So they fixed the problem, but they gave me an odometer with 10,000 miles more.
Oh my God. What are they going to do about it?
I have no idea.
Like I said, it's not
illegal.
Really affect. Is it illegal?
I think so. Well, here, like when you re-register
It should be
your, like we have to get a sticker and it goes on our license plate. Do you do the same thing, or is it on your windshield?
Every year it goes on our license plate. Yep.
Yeah. So when we do that, we have to let them know how many kilometers we have on our vehicle. So you guys, how many miles you have on your vehicle. So they keep track. So the Ministry of Transportation here in Ontario, they keep track of every time you re-register every year, how many kilometers is on the vehicle. So if somebody did roll it back, or I know newer cars, it's kind of hard to do, older cars you can, then at least they'll have record and be like, okay, something's weird here. Your odometer's out. But
no, we don't have
having
to.
11,000. Oh, no. Okay. Having 11,000 more miles, that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a whole year of driving for me.
Right. I'm thinking if it was to happen to me,
Yeah.
the biggest issue you're going to have, like I said, when it goes for resale, because you're going to have that 10,000 miles that you never drove it. So that's the difference between 90 and over 100, you know?
What they told me at the dealership. So this is from a truck that they had. I guess the truck was total or something, and it was sitting at the dealership shop. So they took the odometer out of the truck and they put on this one because legally they cannot roll back the miles on this one and put it back to the current 28,000.
I don't think that makes no sense to me, because that's not like they were lying.
No.
They should be able to roll that one back.
They said these newer vehicles, it's almost impossible to roll them back.
Well, I imagine by looking at the old one, you'd have to do it before you installed it. So they probably installed it and then thought, oh, crap, we probably should have rolled that back. And then they just said the hell with it. They didn't want to take it back out.
So I'm wondering, can they give you some kind of documentation or document it somehow? What is it, a Dodge, like through Dodge, with a VIN number that your cluster got replaced, and this is how many miles you on your vehicle, but this is how many is on the new one. You know what I mean? Just so if you
I'm sure whenever I go to trade it in, it's going to go somewhere.
It'll be on. Well, you should make sure there's documentation somewhere. Tell them that you want it.
They gave me a bunch of paperwork.
But what Mike's saying, Franco, is cover your ass on it, man. Make sure that you're covered somehow.
And they left the old one in here.
Exactly.
They left the old one, so I don't know what the hell. I should throw this away because I don't even need this one.
Well, I wouldn't throw it away till you
Just make sure you get it documented, man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I really wasn't mad at first because it's only 10,000 miles, but then I'm thinking that's a whole year of driving for me right there. You know, it is a brand new truck. I've been the only owner of the truck. So, and I've only had it for a year.
At least here, here, like every kilometer on a vehicle counts. When you resell, if it's 5 years old and you have this many, say they average 20,000 a year driving or whatever. Oh, and if it's higher average, then the value of the vehicle is a little bit lower, right? I'm sure it's the same thing in the States. So that's why you want to make sure it's documented properly, that if you were to trade it in or resell it to someone, that this year, this date, you got the cluster replaced, whatever, and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, cover your ass, man.
Yep. Biggest thing.
I definitely have to do that. I would have just thought that they were replaced. I didn't even realize the miles were off till probably 2 or 3 days later. And this odometer that they put in this is the same thing that the old one was doing. As soon as you open the door, that the needles will start moving and like flickering. Even when you step on it, the RPM needle instead of going up smoothly, it's like shaking. So, and that was the first thing that the old odometer started doing.
Is it all digital? Yours?
No, it's got a screen, but it's not all digital. The needles are
okay.
analog.
Well, you would think the computer would nowadays with new vehicles save the memory of your odometer, right? So if you were to change a cluster or whatever, that the computer automatically would remember this is how many miles you have, and then put it on the new one, right? You would think.
Well, is yours analog?
No,
the old school spin.
No, it's digital. No, it's out of digital.
Yeah, I agree with you then, Mike. It seems like that would be.
Like,
but that's why nobody can work on cars no more.
Well, I know exactly.
No.
Hey, Drew.
Drew, come on up, man. Link's there if you're not busy.
Yeah, that's what sucks about newer cars nowadays.
Was it Ferris?
If I was more mechanically inclined.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off when he was spinning his car backwards to get rid of the miles, then was shooting out the back window.
Oh, the Ferrari.
Yeah, that was a nice car, man.
Oh yeah.
So then I'm gonna go ahead and save the old odometer just in case
I'd save it till you have.
You keep it. Exactly.
Hopefully.
Box it, label it, and put it on the shelf.
I don't think the problem is the odometer. I think it's got to be something with the wiring on the truck. I mean, Chrysler, Dodge has never been very good when it comes to electronics with their vehicles anyways.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much.
Hey, Drew.
So,
what's up, man?
Because, the newer odometer is doing the same thing that the old one was starting to do before it went out. And then just when I was driving on the highway, you completely went out.
What's up, Atrocities Pond Cities?
That is Diego.
Yep. Good old Diego.
Amigos. So, Franco, is that a used cluster they put in or a brand new one?
It's a used cluster.
It was a used one.
Yeah, it's a used one.
Used one.
That don't sound right, but okay.
And that's a dealer? Like the dealer?
Yeah, dealer. Yeah, it's under warranty.
And they put in a used one out of a busted truck.
They said legally they cannot put a brand new odometer on it, or nothing that's got less miles than one that it had before. So they can put one with more miles, but not one with less miles.
See, I feel like they're screwing you somehow. They should put one with the exact same miles. I've never.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're the first person I've ever talked to that has the situation. I've never, But
I've actually mentioned it to my dad. I've mentioned it to my dad, to a few of my friends, and
I say that with the new digital, because the old odometers, I know you could spin back because I've seen those get changed. But now with the new digital, I don't know, man. They should have gave you a new odometer and set the miles on that odometer to what you were at. That's what they should have done.
I'm gonna call the dealership this afternoon. And so the other issue that I have is whenever I bring in the truck, they're not doing any loaner vehicles right now. So And if I'm gonna drop it off over there for a couple days, and this that's gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
But I will call the dealership tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah, I agree with Diego, man. I might even go higher than them. You know,
Yeah.
hey, listen, this ain't right, man. Give me a new truck.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
you
truck.
spent up that money and then they gave you some used shit. I'm sorry, but I agree with Floyd there, because I mean, you spent a lot of money on it, and even if it's warranty, what do they give a crap? I mean, it's warranty. It's not like, they're going to get their money.
See, that's the one thing that I hate about Chrysler or Dodge. I bought the truck brand new, and so they had 28,000 miles when I had that issue. But before that, when it had around 18, 19,000 miles, I started hearing a knock. Like whenever you would start in the morning, you hear a knock. So I brought it into the dealership. I left it there for a whole week, and they said they never heard the knock. So I started putting the tripod in the camera, and I started recording the sound that it was making in the mornings. And I had to escalate everything. I had to call corporate. I mean, I hate being the guy that has to complain. I hate being a Karen and call corporate and this guy and that guy. But that's what I had to do to escalate the issue, to find out that the issue was in the exhaust manifold, one of the bolts when the exhaust manifold was broken.
Oh,
It's funny because I listened to a story, and you're saying you have a Dodge, and it's like I've heard the same stories from people with Fords, same stories from people with Chevys. So it's like, is this the first Dodge you've ever owned?
Yes.
It probably will be your last.
Probably the last. Yeah, I've always been a Ford guy.
Yeah, so
Always been a Ford guy.
I've always been a Dodge guy. Me and my wife have never had problems with Dodges, and I drive a Ford now, and I don't really have problems with my Ford. But me and her were talking the other day, and I said, when I get to the market to buy a new truck, I've never driven really a Chevy, so I don't know, but I'm afraid to, because I've never had an issue with Dodge or Ford. So it's like I don't want to get a truck and be like, Chevys are crap. It's like,
just depends, I guess, on the day the truck was made. Was the employees on a Monday or was it a Friday? Hurry up, get things done, and that's how it comes down to, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Grasshopper, morning.
Yeah, this is probably my last one.
Hey, Neil.
I mean,
Well,
I like
you're talking before, Franco, about getting a Ford.
Yeah, I've always been a Ford guy. I traded in an F-150 for this one, and I mean, I still miss the truck.
Fords are good truck. I mean, I think their resale value is more than any other truck. They hold it better, from what I understand. But
I think they're better than Dodge at resale.
I think they're better than any car at resale. Fords are, in the U.S. anyway.
No.
But I don't know. And my buddy's he's a Chevy guy. He's 100% Chevy guy. Me, I'm just a whatever works kind of guy. I'm not a Chevy, Ford, Dodge. I'm not a Steel, Echo, Husqvarna. I'm an Echo guy just because that's what all my dealers carry, and I have no problems with them. None. I like them, but when it comes time to buy a new truck, I'll probably test drive all three of them around. Chevy.
I would.
And a Ford. See what one fits, right?
What fits your budget, not to overextend yourself and all that. I'm finally I see that now how other people are doing that. I did that a little bit, but I'll be okay though.
Say one
I
mistake.
think the Chevys and GMC, they're overpriced. Here in Canada, they're so expensive, like for what you get.
I believe it. See, one mistake that I made with this truck, I will not make the same mistake again. So the F-150 that I had was the Lariat, which is a higher trim with the leather seats, and it was a nice trim. So when I bought this one, I had the mentality, well, it's just a work truck. I'm gonna get the basic. This is not the lowest, but this comes above the lowest, and they have like the SL, and they have like the SLT. So this is the SLT truck, the cloth seats, and it doesn't have any of the options that I really like on a truck. But say, it's just a work truck. I have a Mercedes at home that I drive all the time. So I bought cheaper version of the truck, and I regretted it because now I wish I had the bigger touchscreen. I wish I had the nicer seats and the nicer wheels and the running boards. And it's like,
So here's my thought on that, because you're a solo guy, right, Franco? Kind of. So if you were buying trucks for crew members, that ones that you weren't going to drive, then I agree with buying that cheaper truck like what you did. But because it's you and only you, for like Mike's a solo guy. If you're going to drive that truck every day for work, why would you not want to buy a truck that you're going to enjoy? Like you're saying, now you've learned, like, don't buy that cheaper truck. But if it's just me and I'm going to drive it for work every day, I'm getting what I want. Now, if I'm buying something for the crew, something for the shop that the crew members are going to drive, then I'm not going to buy them the big touch screen. Maybe the backup. The backup camera is nice for everybody, especially with what we do. But I'm not going to worry about all that extra stuff. Now,
I totally agree.
For yourself, you're the owner. You're busting your butt doing all this. You deserve that nicer vehicle to drive for work. And I'm going to be happy. I'm not going to get in a truck and be miserable because it doesn't have all the features my Mazda does or whatever, you know what I mean, that I drive every day.
Exactly. And especially if you're going to do it, you're going to use it for work and personal. I mean, as long as it's in your budget, I mean, if you could get the best truck with the, top line, everything in it, go for it, I mean, as long as it's in your budget.
I agree with Neil, man. All cars are overpriced. They're all overpriced nowadays. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, so definitely whenever I upgrade truck, which that is one of my goals this year. I really, really want to get a new truck this year. And I'm going to get a nicer trimmed truck. Because everywhere we go, we always end up taking the truck. Even though we have the Mercedes here at the house, everywhere we go, we take the truck. Everywhere. I mean, even my wife, she loves the truck. Everywhere she goes, she don't take the truck, and she knows I have to put the trailer every day for work. Because now she take the truck.
We take the truck more if my truck wasn't so dirty all the time. I'm not very good at keeping it clean.
Well, guys, I got to bounce here. I got to get some crap done here, but I thought I'd stop in for a few.
No, I appreciate it. We're on.
See you, Drew.
I gotta
see you guys later.
Drew.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
See ya.
I got an appointment at 10:30, so I'm gonna have to get off here at around 10. So we got about another half hour. Yeah, man. This is just my opinion. Mike might have a different opinion. Neil's been around forever, so he might have a different opinion.
Well, talking about trucks and having fancy dancy stuff. My work truck, my plow truck, the one that's decaled, it doesn't have carpet. It's vinyl floors for that purpose, that you can clean it easy. It's pretty basic inside. There's air conditioning, and that's it. And I'm okay with that. My diesel truck, it's a little bit of an upgrade, but it's not the Lariat or the Platinum F250. I don't have a touch screen in it, but it does have a power seat, which is not a deal breaker for me. It has air conditioning, and it has a backup camera, so I'm happy with it. So I think my next vehicle, I'll probably get rid of the diesel before the other one. And what Franco said, I want to get a nicer truck because that one's my everyday runner. It's my backup truck too for business. But yeah, I want to get that touchscreen and fancy trim. You want to feel good, when you're driving,
So I want to say shout out to Emlyn for stopping by and Eden Lawn Services in here. So it's awesome. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I know you're busy. Everybody's busy, but us Northerners and Franco apparently.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
But
how you doing, Mark, Doug?
Good, guys.
Mark, Doug. Thanks for
Hey, Mark. What about Mark? Is your truck fancy?
Yes. It's got every bell and whistle.
Nice.
You have all the luxury.
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah.
I do not have leather seats, but
I don't like leather seats.
I have heated mirrors.
I don't like leather
seats, the whole thing.
Yep.
I think leather seats are uncomfortable.
Heated mirrors is important.
Oh, I love.
I don't like leather. Yeah.
No.
Heated mirrors are nice.
Yeah.
But
Yes, I have heated mirrors too.
we were working out of Vicky's Tahoe last year when my truck, the starter, went out of it. Them nice leather seats were easy to slide in and out of there all day long. Sure was nice.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the day, you just wipe them off. But leather has a tendency to break it down from climbing in and out all the time.
Hey, it sounds like you're doing something wrong, Doug. It sounds like you're doing something wrong.
That's
You know?
sounds like Doug has a full-time job still.
He does.
I know he does.
No, yeah.
But my experience is with all these trucks that, because I just hopped out and started listening to you guys, it's what your personal preferences. They're all about the same. They all have about the same problems.
Yep.
In our area with the heavy salt, Ford does not fare as well as, or Ford and Dodge does not fare as well as GM products. I think they have a little bit better of a coating, the process of the steel.
You're talking about for the rust in the rusting area.
Right.
Yeah, because Ford, I mean, that's our biggest problem is rust. I mean,
Yes.
it's funny because in Germany, you can't drive trucks like they drive from here because they don't deal with that rust. And your cars are got to be mint. Every car has to be.
Yeah.
And you come back to, when we came back to the States, my kids were like, oh my God, I've never seen cars that are so bad shaped, but still on the roads. I said, well, that's because it's a different atmosphere. And we salt. A lot of states don't salt.
Yeah.
So, and they are talking about using beet juice now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that on the news the other day. Some companies are starting to get into that beet juice.
Well, they're going to have to because the salt supply can only last for so long.
Right.
And already the mine in Detroit has been shut down for I don't know how many years.
Well, I think we're getting a lot of our salt from Canada right now.
Yeah, because the main source for Michigan, that salt mine that's a mile underground underneath Detroit, is shut down. So, eventually there's going to be a salt shortage for road salt. So they have to make ulterior, change things, which is not a bad idea anyhow.
No, I'm sure the farmers are going to love it too, man.
Oh, they are. Everybody's going to love it when they stop using salt because it's very corrosive to everything.
Yeah,
it's not good for the environment either. So
I know farmers took a hit when they the DNR stopped us from being able to bait for hunting. So bringing another crop that they can produce would be nice.
Yes. So, because up in I don't know how it is in your area there, but up in northern Michigan, it's fields and fields of hops for beer.
Yeah.
Acres and acres of farm. That's what everybody is planting now. Just because the demand is so high, because of the microbreweries and everybody is all the fancy beer, I guess, is hitting the market so much that there's just a high demand for it for a lot of these farms.
Microbreweries are getting big everywhere. So that's that's countrywide. So
so the demand for the hops is getting bigger. So people just gotta, evolve with the times, I guess. So, but that's just my opinion. How that, my opinion, $3 to get you a cup of coffee. So
yeah,
that would be a $3 cup of coffee.
That's expensive coffee.
Yeah. Well, big coffee, $3.50. That's an area.
My daughter don't understand why I never go to Starbucks. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm like, because they don't know how to make black coffee. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, that's not Starbucks.
If I went into Starbucks and ordered a black coffee, they'd be confused.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says his 06 250 is already rusted out. Only 52.
I'll tell you
Well,
what. In our area, Ford manifolds are rusting out constantly. They're always changed them. After about 6-7 years, they're all rusted out. And that's not Ford's problem because Ford don't make the manifolds. Them are whoever they're getting supplied for, which would be the lowest bidder.
Yeah.
Because they don't manufacture that old stuff. So.
Hey, I downloaded that software you were talking about, that new software you're using, Mark. I haven't messed with it yet, but I did download it the other day.
Yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of a lag because you're going through extra software, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting ready to move my whole office area, so hopefully by Monday I have it all into the new room and set up a little bit better. But we're trying to get this family room back turned into a family room.
Yeah.
And bring my foosball table out of the garage down here, and the wife's getting a craft room. But yeah, I was going to look at that new software so I didn't have to put up that green screen. Because my green screen's back here, but I hate it. That curtain thing it is. I mean, I can leave it up, but then I get to this board a lot, and it covers this board. And I don't really have nowhere else to put it. And
it's in the way. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
It's kind of dumb, but you see the maps up there. So when I get contracts in, I like to pin them in the map. It's kind of it always end up going back to most of the same places. But I think I've never looked at it other than when I'm pinning it. But I think it's kind of fun to pin them. I don't know. So I can get a visual of the route condensed and condensed.
Right.
But man,
yeah.
Mhm.
What I'm looking at. That's what's nice about having two screens. I had to switch screens, so I was looking kind of at the camera versus.
And I'm ahead of my videos now, so I'm happy. I got a video going posted tomorrow, so I already got it done on YouTube. Just scheduled the post, and so I'm trying to stay on it. I'm trying to stay above it. It's hard.
I have zero done. Nothing.
No, I'm working on.
I just can't get myself motivated to make a video. I just can't. I don't know. I think I'm mentally blocked or something. I just don't even want to do it. So
I got no ideas right now. We have no snow. Hey, I can set up a tripod and you guys can watch me pack boxes.
I'd do it. I'd probably do it. Because I've done so much moving in my lifetime.
Really?
I never want to move again. I told we move out of this house. I move into a cardboard box. I'm either going to jail
Do you want to?
or I'm moving to a cardboard box because I am not moving again.
You want to see what my basement looks like? This is what my basement looks like right now.
let's take a look.
Yeah, here, let me put you up, buddy.
So I got a storage room. That door in the back there, it's a storage room behind like all that equipment there. So I'm pulling everything out. I got boxes all around. Upstairs look even worse.
Yeah, you're moving.
And I'll just shit everywhere. I'm moving, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is, man. Oh,
Boxes everywhere.
Yeah.
So no, that call I got earlier, I'm actually getting a storage unit for 1 month. So we decided I don't think the moving truck's going to fit everything because I rented a 26-foot U-Haul. I think our whole house is going to fit in all the boxes. So I'm getting a 10 by 20 storage unit for 1 month from January 15th to February 15th. So I'm going to move all these boxes that you see in here. I have tons upstairs, all the boxes and stuff that we just don't need right now. I'm going to put in a storage unit, and then I'm going to have the truck the day before we move. The thing is, we're in a because our closing date is the same day for the other people too. So February 12th is when we have to be out of our house, and February 12th is when the other people are moving in. So now I don't know how it works in the States, but usually there's a wait time before you get the keys from your lawyer, right? Yep. So we could get the keys at 10 in the morning. We could get the keys at 3 in the afternoon. We could get it at 8 o'clock at night. We have no idea when we're going to get the keys for our new house. And at the same time, the other people are going through that too. So we have to be out of our house. So I'm going to have a truck loaded and ready. We're at an Airbnb for 2 days. So we're going to be staying and sleeping overnight somewhere else at a rental for a couple days. And then just go with it. So I think the storage unit idea is a good idea. It's a couple $100, whatever. But we can't go back and forward. Unload, drive back, load up again, drive. It's one shot we have to load up a truck and load up a storage unit. So it's hard that way, like a lot of times you can bridge. We weren't able to do that, and because we tried. We wanted to have the new house for a week while we still have our house here, so then we can move in slowly back and forth. But when you have the same day, the closing date, it's hard. It's really hard.
Well, so I've never had them on the same date, but we got our keys for this house the date we closed on it, right there, and we don't have lawyers involved. Ours all goes through their realtors and stuff like that. You said lawyers.
We have to have lawyers. Yeah. You have your real estate lawyer. You get the keys for your new property from your.
I guess we don't call them. The
lawyer takes care of
lawyers. That's what it is. When you say lawyers,
okay.
We just call them real estate agents. I guess is what we call them. That when you said lawyers, I'm thinking like some kind of like lawsuit type lawyer. Like our real estate agents, they go through
no.
stuff. I think we're talking the same thing.
Yeah, we have
just different names.
We have a real estate agent, and we have a lawyer. That's That's how we have it. But it's not a criminal
yeah.
lawyer or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a real estate lawyer. That's all they deal with, real estate. So they take care of all the money transfers. So if you have a mortgage that's being paid off and then a new mortgage starting, whatever funds are extra, they put into your account. Whatever's being paid off, they pay off. You know what I mean?
Yep, I got you.
So
Mark, do you think that's more like
Yeah.
what we call our closing houses or whatever?
Yes, that's our abstract, and that's our title agents.
Title agents. That's
Yeah,
what.
that's
Okay,
what it
so
is.
yeah. All right.
That's what it is. It's just different terminology, same
Yeah,
thing.
that's all it is. Yeah, same thing, different terminology.
Yeah.
We got it all screwed up now.
you know what? I gotta.
We still use them. We still.
I have to answer.
Yeah, answer Neil.
I gotta answer Neil. I gotta answer Neil quick. Here, I'll show you right now. That one guitar. Here, I got it at my finger. Here's my finger. That guitar right there, leaning against the wall. That's my dad's guitar from Germany. It's about a 1950s. It could be about a 1945 Hofner. So yeah, that was in the storage room. So I pulled that out.
Did you know? You remembered it was there. You didn't stumble across it.
No, I knew it was there. It's just
Yeah.
it was nice to pull that out, and it's like, wow. I remember my dad back in the day playing that guitar, playing his country music and German music and whatever.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
They use a title office, which would
Title
be
office. Yep, same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter got a ukulele for Christmas. She already knows how to play it. It's ridiculous. I definitely got a couple.
Only four strings on it.
I know, and she's used to it because she plays the double bass, so 4 strings.
Oh,
So
yeah,
she
she's
picked it
got-
up. She picked it up real quick, but I think she likes it because it's not a bass. She
Right.
wants a bass guitar, and she's got an electric guitar, and she knows how to play the electric guitar, kinda. But it's got the electric guitar's got the 5 strings, and the bass has the 4. So she picks up the ukulele really quick, and she likes it because it's not that bass sound. It's more of a, I wouldn't say a lead instrument. You know what I mean? It's definitely not the bass. Bass always seems to be a background instrument.
Right.
Which I told her, I said, those people who take the bass guitars, the double basses, and you see them on YouTube, and they play like the guitar version of it. I think it's awesome when they do that. Like some of those people who take those instruments that aren't known for playing the sounds when they do it. I think it sounds great.
Well, have her watch the band Rush. There's a good bass guitar right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's You're not going to find any better bass guitar than that.
Well, this guy.
Well, yeah. No, we're talking Rush. There ain't nobody better than Rush. Sorry, Mike, but there ain't nobody better than Rush.
I found this poster too. So this is my band.
Yeah, Transistor.
It's just a poster, and there's and then we all signed it. Well, you can see me there. I'm the second guy. So Jesse there, the first guy, the drummer, me, Phil, lead singer, guitar player.
You guys,
Tony,
what'd you do? You autographed it.
lead
Nobody
guitar
wanted
player.
to take it.
Yeah.
Or you just
And in
hold
this picture here, this picture here, we played downtown Toronto. It's called Yonge and Dundas Square. It's kind of like Times Square in New York, and
Yeah.
there's tons of people there. You can see the crowd there. There's thousands of people. Like that. That was the best show I ever played. Like the most people.
It's probably real fun, probably, wouldn't it?
Oh man,
I can
I'm
only
getting chills
imagine
talking about it. That was
I can only
That was
imagine the adrenaline.
yeah. That was 3 years. Oh yeah, it was 3 years ago. Oh, I'll shit in my pants. So sorry for the language here, but
Beep! You guys gotta tell me when you yell beep.
Well,
yeah.
my buddy a few years ago, he passed away here past year or so, but him and his band opened for, they were in Traverse City, which is west side of the state for us. They opened for REO Speedwagon, and they were just giddy because that's what, we listened to in the 80s. It's REO Speedwagon. They were open for them, so they were just, they're just giddy about it.
That was actually one of the best concerts I ever went to was REO Speedwagon. I was a kid. But I remember listening to them in the 80s. I was a kid. My dad listened to REO Speedwagon a lot. But I was probably 14, 15 years old, and we went to it, and, it was a clean concert. It wasn't, from what I remember, I don't remember it being very drug influenced, alcohol
Right. No, it
concert. But it was outside. It was fun. We were all dancing. Everybody was just rocking.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say we were mosh pitting, but it was just fun. And it was probably one of the best concert memories, other than Garth Brooks, that I could remember was seeing REO Speedwagon. And I knew their songs. I was a kid and I knew their songs.
Well, I have to say the most fun I ever had at a
Yeah.
concert was at a Beach Boys concert.
I had never been to a Beach Boys.
Oh, it was 6 foot, 8 foot beach balls bouncing all over the
Yeah.
crowd. It was just it was a big old party.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah.
just a lot of fun.
I know the worst concert I've been to, and that was Willie Nelson. He was just miserable. It was just so boring, and we ended up leaving. I just couldn't handle it.
I'm trying to think of the most boring concert. John Cafferty and Beaver Brown.
Have a good
Band.
day, Neil.
Boring.
Hey, have a great day, Neil, man. Yeah, we're going to be out here another 10, 15 minutes, and I got to get off. Yeah, I got a meeting with the bank today. I'm going to try to open up a new business account. And, so the bank I'm doing business with, business account, all they do is have a checking and business account. They don't do nothing else for business. So I want to try to open up a new account at a place that has opportunities for businesses to do other things besides just have a checking account and
Right.
a savings account. So I'm gonna go talk to them, try to basically pull from one bank to the other. Nothing against the bank, it just doesn't offer the options moving as I grow what the other bank does.
Right.
What it boils down to.
No.
But I went there yesterday and they were busy, so I made an
Yeah.
appointment for 10:30 today, and so
Yeah.
I got no pants on right now, so I gotta go get dressed. And
See, I'm all ready to go. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to the post office, and then I'm going to our local store for. I'm getting a new Carhartt today.
well, I would go out I have sweatpants on, but I would go out like this, but I'm not gonna go to the bank with sweatpants on. It's just ain't gonna happen.
No, you can go to Walmart like that though.
Oh yeah, no. I'll go to Walmart with whatever I'm wearing. I don't care. I'm trying to get on
Go to
that
Walmart
video.
with your pants down.
I'm trying to get on that video only at Walmart. Remember those? I'd love it. I think it'd be hilarious if I was on that thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Good that you brought up the post office because you just reminded me. I got to go to the post office and set up. I'm going to get a PO box, so I don't want to use my home address anymore. Like here right now, I'm using my home address. I'm going to get a PO box now, moving forward. Not giving it our new address or anything.
Yep.
I think it's an idea for business anyway to do that. and
Yeah, that's
not
where-
home address.
I don't have one. I use my home address, but I've thought about it. A lot of people say you should do it. I just don't want to run to the bank all the time. I don't want to pay for it.
Well, see,
And everybody knows where I live anyway.
well, that's not the thing though. The reason why, our biggest reason why we went to a post office box is when our neighbor came over and knocked on our door and handed us checks that were laying in the street. That's when we went to the post office, because kids are kids. They went to buy and emptied out mailboxes. So I cannot have
Oh wow!
someone else's information readily accessible out in the general public. So with the post office,
Exactly.
which our post office box is at the UPS store, which is just convenient for us because it's only 7 blocks away. And we just stopped there on the way by. We go by there every single day, so it's no big deal. It's not out of the way. So
I gave them my business card yesterday because whoever does their snow removal is crap. Like,
oh yeah, there's always that.
oh my god! I went in there and said, "Who does your snow removal?" And they're like, "Oh, some guy out of somewhere." And I'm like, "Well, he missed all your sidewalks." And I said, "Here, call me if you guys aren't satisfied." And then what's funny is another customer was in there and said the same thing. She's like, "Yeah, they are trash. You guys need to fix that because it's bad." And I actually thought some of the area that is not shoveled, the city would cover, but I guess the city doesn't cover down that street. So I was like, "Oh,
You see that? We're in our area. We're very fortunate because we have all good people, pretty much. Very rarely do you people doing crappy work because they get called out on it. You know?
See, this is the guy I need in my life. I need a personal trainer. Good. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I know. I weighed myself yesterday, and yeah, I could use a personal trainer too. Oh my god, it's crazy! All that Christmas chocolate.
Oh my god, mine's like cookies. Oh, that's good. This is when the personal trainers make their money right now.
Yeah,
just the New Year's after the New Year's. As long as gyms are open.
Yeah, past month I've gained 6 pounds, and it's not hard to put it on.
No.
It's hard to take it back off, but it's hard. It's not hard to put it on.
Well, the older we get, the easier it is to gain, and so much harder to lose. That's what I'm finding right now.
Well, see, the problem is the older we get, the more expendable or disposable income we have, so we can afford to eat more.
That is true.
Exactly.
The more money you have, the more money, or the way your eating habits change, because you can afford to have that fancy stuff.
He said he ate too much.
Especially when you have that extra time too.
Yeah.
See you, Hazard. Have a good one, man.
See you, David.
Right now, between snowstorms, I got too much. Well, yeah, I'm packing and stuff, but still, I find when you're home more, you tend to eat more. If you have snacks and you walk past that door, or whatever, and you open it in your kitchen and say, oh yeah, I'll have a little bowl of chips, or a little piece of chocolate or a cookie, or you can't resist because it's there, right?
And when
you got
them sitting on our counter right now. All the gift cookies and all this is sitting on the counter. So when you walk by, it's right in your face. It's like I tell my kids, I give them free opportunity to scarf out on sugar. I'm like, just eat it all. I want it all gone. Get it all gone. You have as much as you want. I'm not going to limit how much you eat. Just get it gone. Which they get happy because they just pig out. Kids love that sugar.
Oh, exactly.
I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm eating less now. I'm doing a low carb. I'm gonna do the low carb. So when I was in the military, I did keto one time, and I did keto for about 3 months, and I lost a lot of weight. But it was like I would say my diet was like 95% keto.
Yeah.
But as soon as I went off it bounced right back, and I bounced right back. And so I'm gonna try to do the low carb, maybe try to do 80% keto. It's easy for me to do keto in the morning for breakfast. Lunch is pretty easy. Dinner time is a struggle. I'm not gonna do the keto 100%, but I'm gonna try to do the low carb. And
my problem is
we're drinking so much soda. Pop's a killer for me.
Yeah, me too.
No soda.
No.
No sugar.
Yep. Well, the only thing I never gave up was coffee. I know coffee has carbs in it, but I like my coffee.
Coffee's not a bad thing. But my problem is snacks. I love my cookies. I love my sweets. My cakes and everything like that.
Yeah, me.
I might check them out.
100%.
I can't make any promises.
Yeah. Well, I took the dogs for a nice little walk yesterday for took them probably about an hour and a half. But
I'll be right back.
After I'm getting a new Carhartt coat, I was in our Dunham store, Dunham Sports store. They had a clearance on the Carhartts, and I didn't realize that Carhartt had a zip-up, insulated like sweatshirt hoodie, and it's waterproof. So I'm going to our local store that carries them, which will have my size. That's people complain because it costs more, but if I walk in there, they got my size. I don't have to order nothing. So that's the biggest thing. When I'm going shopping, if they got my size, I don't care how much it costs. I can walk in and grab it off the shelf.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to touch base with the Eden here. I redesigned mine earlier, probably before the first of the year, the EDM cards. This is the back side of it. And then this is the front side. I changed the colors a little bit and put the new logo on, but it's pretty much, and used my pictures. These are my pictures, not stock pictures off of last year. Last year I used stock pictures off of the internet. These are pictures that I took. So these are my EDM cards, and I got them all, and I just ordered them from Vistaprint. I know other people order them from other places, but I can't find anybody who really beats Vistaprint's price. And
Nobody does.
to me, they look good. I don't have a problem with them. But with this being said, this will be if these don't, all these ones I have now, I mail out and I don't get no hits off them. This will probably be the last time I do it.
You should be able to get some hits off of them if you.
Well, I mailed the first time I did it, I got a couple hits. The second time I did it, I got no hits. So we're doing it again this third time. The only thing I wish I would have done, well, I guess I do have snow removal on here, but
No.
I'm gonna see how this one works, and then I'll go from there. So
Hello. Good morning.
I've never
Morning.
done it.
I made
Hi,
a
Vicky.
huge
I've never
Hi.
done it.
mistake with the postcards that I order. So I order postcards mid-December. That was like the 14th to 15th. And I didn't realize the backside had a calendar for the year 2020. So my goal was, to start passing them out
Oh,
at the
no.
end of the year. And I ordered 4,000. The Vistaprint had a package. I think it was like for like 150. You get 4,000 of them. So I ordered 4,000 postcards, and they have a 2020 calendar on the back.
Oh
Oh
boy.
no.
Yeah.
I like these ones though. I mean, I like
can't
the colors
return
a little bit brighter, huh?
Yeah, Franco, you can't return them, or no?
Jared printed.
That's
Yeah, I didn't realize it gave me the option to like a blank or the calendar. I didn't even realize I clicked the calendar backside,
and that's put this year's on.
and
It's
No.
so I got 4,000 of them. If you guys want them, I'll give them to you.
I
Send
I
them
haven't
out.
done-
Send them
I
out when
haven't
you send
done-
out stickers.
I've never done postcards, door hangers, or anything, and I'm still getting calls and stuff. So I don't know. Kind of scared to do it,
We bought
waste some
them,
money on it, but
we didn't buy the EDM cards. We bought the,
but we had the flyers and that
yeah,
made
we
it
had
do
the
anything.
flyers and
yeah,
all our business cards are from Vistaprint, and we have
Yep. I
lots
ordered new business
same.
cards because mine were old.
I think having the sign on your door on your truck
Is
gets you a
biggest.
lot of business.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
I'm,
yeah,
not
like-
I'm not worried about it. I like I said, I had success with them in the past. I'm always looking to grow, so I want to keep getting my word out there. And if this bunch doesn't really get out there for me, then I'll probably cut back at them because word of mouth is the biggest thing. But I think what I want to do is push when I'm using EDM cards is when I'm going to expand to a new
There we
area.
go.
That's what I think I'm going
Yeah.
to do it. I'm pushing these out in my local area this year just to make sure everybody knows I'm here.
Still not
I'm
working.
still running into people. Who don't realize that I'm here. So I want to get them in this area. So if I send them out after that, it's going to be okay. I'm going to expand in this area for next year. I want to try to expand. So that's when I think I'll use them again. I won't push them in Fremont anymore after this time. This will be the
do
one.
you
and
guys
only time.
use Google Business?
I do, but not very well. It's on my to-do list to get
Yeah.
updated.
Hey guys, I have to go.
From my area, I'm
All right, Franco. We'll see you, man. Thanks for
All right,
stopping
Hey,
by.
Franco. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, for my area, I'm in the top 3. So when there's Google searches in my area, lawn care, I'm in the top 3. So it works. It actually works because I ask people when they call me, I'm like, how did you hear of it? Because I want to know if they got referred from a customer or what, and see what form of advertisement's working. And most of it is from Google. They're Google searches, and Butch Green pops up. It's right there on first page. So that works, and it's absolutely free.
Yep. It's on my to-do list to get done this winter. Get that fixed up.
Our biggest.
I did it, but I don't think I did anything right on it. I don't know. I'm not computer savvy when it comes to that stuff. So sometimes I get confused.
I did a Facebook
I'm not either. It's
for the lawn care, and with people leaving comments, that boosts you up in the Google search too.
Well, I post all my videos that I make on my local Facebook, like
Okay.
water cooler too. So people know me from that. It's surprising how many people watch my videos off of Facebook and stuff. They don't comment, or they comment on Facebook, or they don't actually transfer over to YouTube, which kind of stinks. But
See, I think we had an advantage
You know what I
in
might?
a small town.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with us.
Yeah,
we
we did
didn't
have
really have
You
a
know what? I might
problem.
try it. Yeah, I might try the Facebook advertising. You know, when you're on Facebook and you see on the right side advertisements come, and you'll see one for like local. Hey, this place is around the corner from me. You can set up on Facebook a certain area around you. Whenever those people with that IP address pops into Facebook, whatever, your advertisement comes up for their area, that you cover their area and whatever. So there is a cost to it, around $4 a day or something, and that adds up. It's a lot. I'm thinking about doing it maybe for a couple weeks or something. And just in a new area, like where I'm moving to, like people already know me in Milton, whatever, and I'm getting calls still for that. But I'm thinking about trying that just to see if it works. As I've heard from people that it actually does work.
Well, yeah, just when everybody's just starting out, that's when I'd be doing it for you, because once the people start seeing that there's other lawn care companies out, that's when they start thinking about it. So, and then
Exactly.
Facebook advertising, that's instantaneous. There's no waiting time. You start it and it starts today. So that's not a bad idea.
And another thing you guys can do too, we're all on Facebook because I have you guys, but join the local community pages. So where I'm moving to, like the little town in Halton Hills that I'm moving into, I joined that community page. I joined all the joining towns around it, like little communities. There's like little communities of 10,000, 15,000 people, right? I joined all their local Facebook group pages. So I got in there and I asked the admins for permission. Are you allowed to advertise for this or that? Because some of them don't allow you to advertise or whatever. Right. And sure, they're like, why not, right? Let us know who you are and you're new to the community. And I'm advertising for free on Facebook in those pages. It's all free, and you can do it from sitting from home. You do a little ad, and it's done. Rocking around for days. And
Facebook boosted our business tremendously. Facebook did a wonderful job for us.
That's kind of what I do with the videos, why I post the videos, because a lot of places won't let me advertise, but they let me post my videos because they're not advertising; they're just videos, and it kind of does both. I don't think they realize that's what I'm using it for. I hope, and I know they're not watching this, so I don't care. But that's what it does. I guarantee it. People watch them off those channels, and that's how they know I'm here.
Yep. Yeah.
You use social media; it's free.
Yeah. Exactly, and then a bunch of people will recognize you, and because anymore, if you're looking for something, everybody goes right to Facebook and posts where's the best place to do this or best place to do that. Or who does this, or who does that? Exactly. I see it all day long. And
exactly.
Recommend it.
Exactly.
So another way that helps us too, and we help others, is the lawn care community up here. Everybody knows everybody. So if they can't take a lawn, they'll say, "Hey, call Mark's Lawn Care," or then they'll say, "Oh, well, let's call so and so or whatever," and then that helps build your business too.
Yeah, we got that here. Everybody around here, the three big ones in their area know each other.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty much
a couple I can kind of lean on to.
Pretty much our lawn care community in our town is like the lawn care community on YouTube. Everybody's working together. Everybody's discussing different things. Well, heck,
we have some that are very protective of us.
Very protective.
Because if we have a lawn that for some reason they don't want our service anymore and they call somebody else, they'll say, "Hey, wasn't that Mark's Lawn Care's lawn?" And then
they call us.
And then they'll call us and ask us about it because they're hesitant of taking one of our lawns.
And everybody knows.
It's really weird.
Yeah. Well, it pretty much they've all figured out if we lost an account, there's a reason behind it. Why?
Because they all come to us to ask us what happened.
We become the mentors. We're the old folks.
That's good.
So.
No, That's good. I wish more people around my area were like that. A lot of them around my area, everyone's just pushy. They follow companies to see what lawns you're doing, and then they'll drop off flyers at the people's houses, to offer them $5 cheaper or whatever.
We don't
It's
have
like
that here.
it's BS, Oh, people do that here. And my customers, my loyal customers, my customers actually let me know. They call me, or next time I come, they're like, "Hey, Mike, so and so came here. Look at this." They show me the flyer. I'm like, "It's totally up to you if you want to change." And they're like, "No, we like your service. We're staying with you." And they laugh at it. Like these people are a joke. They're not going to get anywhere with their business by doing that. You're going to get somewhere by talking to other business owners doing the same thing, gelling, doing the same, helping each other. Everyone's going to grow. There's so much work.
Yes, there is. I don't care what community you go into. There's lots of work.
Mm-hmm.
It's everywhere, and that's one thing that we do. And actually, a lot of the other lawn care companies are doing it now too. As soon as we see a new lawn care company show up, we go and talk to them to make sure that they're charging enough money, because there's no competition in the lawn cares. We just got to make sure they're making the money they should be making. They're not undercutting themselves, because when in our area you start charging less than everybody else, you're just losing money because everybody's charging the same.
Right.
That's one thing that's very good in our area is everybody's within $5-10 of each other.
And then some of them that charge less money, their service isn't that good neither.
Yeah, there is that too.
So if you're gonna want to keep your service, you're gonna want to keep your prices up there so that they know that you're gonna do a good job.
Right. But the ones,
the
mow and go companies, they don't do any weed whacking or nothing. But that's the customers they're going to have, because customers don't care if their weed whacking is done. They just want the grass cut so the city stays off their back.
Right.
That's all they care about.
My brother-in-law, he lives down by Lansing area, and he does lawn care. Anyways, he took some of his friends' lawns over because his friend didn't want to do the lawns anymore. And the first time he went to this one lawn, all the guy did was mow the grass. And he says he never trimmed, he never edged, he never did anything. So when he took that lawn over, he had to go through and do a full cleanup, clean everything all up. And the customer says, "Wow, my yard looks beautiful." But yeah, they were paying this other guy to do a crappy job that whole time.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, I gotta get off, guys.
You said you were getting off at 10 o'clock. It's quite
I know. You guys keep talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I gotta go.
You give me a place to talk. I'm going to talk to you.
I'll try to make it Sunday night, Mike.
Yeah, because I'll be on Sunday night.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try to make it. Everybody go check out Mark Smithfield World Sunday night. He goes live. Usually
All right,
Mike's up there.
Vicky, Floyd.
Vicky, Mike, we'll see ya. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.
All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.